Dear student, today we are going to learn fifth topic of Science 2, that is towards green energy. All of you know the importance of electrical energy in our day-to-day life. In this topic we are going to learn how this electric energy is produced. This electricity is produced in the electric power plant. All this electric power plant works on the principle of electromagnetic induction, which is invented by scientist Michael Faraday. मग हे इलेक्ट्रोमॅग्नेटिक इंडक्शनचं प्रिन्सिपल जे आपण पूर्वीच्या धड्यामध्ये शिकलेलो आहोत ते पुन्हा एकदा रिकॉल करूया. According to this principle, when the magnetic field around the conductor is changes, a potential difference is generated across the conductor. याचाच अर्थ असा, जर तुम्ही स्ट्रॉंग मॅग्नेटच्या मध्ये कॉईल जोरात फिरवली तर कॉईलमध्ये करंट तयार होतो किंवा कॉईल स्टेशनरी ठेवून जर मॅग्नेट कॉईलभोवती फिरवलं तर कॉईलमध्ये इलेक्ट्रिक करंट तयार होतो. The electric power generating machine based on this principle is called electric generator. And hence, large generators are used in commercial power generation plant. Turbines are used to rotate the magnet in the generator. This turbine has blades. जेव्हा पाण्याचा किंवा गॅसचा प्रवाह या ब्लेडवर सोडला जातो तेव्हा ते टर्बाईन रोटेट व्हायला लागतात. हे टर्बाईन्स इलेक्ट्रिक जनरेटरला जोडलेले असतात. त्यामुळे इलेक्ट्रिक जनरेटरमधलं मॅग्नेट हे रोटेट व्हायला लागतं आणि त्यामुळे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी तयार व्हायला सुरुवात होते. Thus, in short, we can say that to generate electricity based on the principle of electromagnetic induction, we need generator. To rotate the generator, we need turbine. And to rotate the turbine, we need energy source. Based on which type of energy is used as a source to rotate the turbine, there are different types of power station. That is hydroelectric power station, thermal power station, nuclear power station and so on. याचाच अर्थ जर तुम्ही टर्बाईन रोटेट करण्यासाठी पाण्याच्या फ्लोचा वापर करत असाल तर त्याला हायड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक पॉवर स्टेशन म्हणतात. जर तुम्ही टर्बाईन रोटेट करण्यासाठी स्टीमचा वापर करत असाल जी कोळशापासून पाणी तापवून तयार केली जाते त्याला थर्मल पॉवर स्टेशन म्हणतात. आणि जर तुम्ही टर्बाईन रोटेट करण्यासाठी लागणारी स्टीम ही न्यूक्लिअर एनर्जीपासून मिळवत असाल तर त्याला न्यूक्लिअर पॉवर स्टेशन असे म्हणतात. So we will learn in short the thermal power station. In this, the turbine is rotated by using steam, which is obtained by burning coal. Water is heated in a boiler and steam of very high temperature and pressure is generated, which is used to drive the turbine. Thus, the generator connected to the turbine rotates and the electrical energy is produced. The steam is converted back into water and this water is again recirculated in the boiler. Such power plants are called thermal power plant. सध्या बरीचशी इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी ही थर्मल पॉवर प्लांटने तयार केलेली असते तरीसुद्धा त्याचे काही डिसॲडव्हान्टेजेस आहेत आणि ते म्हणजे इट कॉजेस एअर पोल्युशन ड्यू टू बर्निंग ऑफ कोल. कोळशापासून निघणारी काजळी ही सुद्धा हेल्थसाठी म्हणजेच रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टीमसाठी सिरियस प्रॉब्लेम निर्माण करू शकते. शिवाय याला लागणारा कोळसा याचे सोर्सेस हे लिमिटेड आहेत आणि फ्युचरमध्ये हा कोळसा संपून जाऊ शकतो. नाऊ वी विल लर्न पॉवर प्लांट बेस्ड ऑन न्यूक्लिअर एनर्जी. इथे स्टीम तयार करण्यासाठी कोळसा वापरण्याऐवजी न्यूक्लिअर एनर्जीचा वापर केला जातो. ही न्यूक्लिअर एनर्जी युरॅनियम आणि प्लुटोनियम यांचे न्यूक्लिअर फिजन करून मिळवली जाते. Steam obtained by this nuclear fission is having very high temperature and pressure which is used to rotate the turbines. This turbine drives the generator and produces the electricity. That means nuclear energy is converted into thermal energy, and thermal energy is converted into kinetic energy of the steam, and this kinetic energy of steam is converted into electrical energy. न्यूक्लिअर पॉवर प्लांटमध्ये कोळशासारख्या वस्तूंचा वापर होत नसल्यामुळे प्रदूषण किंवा पोल्यूशन होत नाही. जर भरपूर न्यूक्लिअर फ्युएल अवेलेबल असेल तर यापासून तयार होणारी इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी ही कमी खर्चात तयार होऊ शकते. परंतु यामध्ये सुद्धा काही प्रॉब्लेम्स असतात आणि ते आहेत न्यूक्लिअर फिजननंतर तयार झालेले प्रॉडक्ट हे रेडिओॲक्टिव्ह असल्यामुळे त्यांच्यामधून हार्मफुल रेडिएशन हे इमिट होत असतात, ज्यालाच आपण न्यूक्लिअर वेस्ट असं म्हणतो, आणि हे डिस्पोज करणे हे एक चॅलेंजिंग काम आहे. जर अशा पॉवर प्लांटमध्ये जर एखादा ॲक्सिडेंट झाला तर हे हार्मफुल रेडिएशन वातावरणात मिसळून हार्मफुल इफेक्ट करू शकतात. Now we will learn the power generation plant which is based on natural gas. In this plant, the turbine is rotated by gas. There are three main sections in this type of plant. Pressurized air is introduced into the combustion chamber using compressor. In the combustion chamber, the natural gas burn in presence of air. This gas at very high temperature and pressure rotates the turbine, and this turbine then rotates the generator and the electricity is produced. As natural gas is used in this power plant, it does not cause pollution. Hence, we can say that this power plant is eco-friendly. कोळसा, न्यूक्लिअर फ्युएल, नॅचरल गॅस यांच्यापासून जर इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी मिळवली तर प्रॉब्लेम्स क्रिएट होतात आणि ते आहेत एन्व्हायरमेंटल पोल्यूशन. त्यानंतर हे सोर्सेस लिमिटेड असल्यामुळे कोळसा किंवा नॅचरल गॅस हे 200 ते 300 वर्षच आपल्याला पुरू शकतील इतपत असल्यामुळे आपण त्यांचा फारसा वापर करू शकणार नाही. तसंच न्यूक्लिअर एनर्जी जर आपण वापरली तर त्यापासून तयार होणारं जे न्यूक्लिअर वेस्ट आहे त्याचा डिस्पोजलचा प्रॉब्लेम हा मोठा आहे, आणि त्यात जर काही ॲक्सिडेंट झाला तर हे हार्मफुल रेडिएशन वातावरणात मिसळण्याची दाट शक्यता असते. आणि म्हणून आपण असं म्हणू शकतो, एनर्जी जनरेशन फ्रॉम फोसाईल फ्युएल अँड न्यूक्लिअर फ्युएल आर नॉट इको फ्रेंडली. तर मग इको फ्रेंडली इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेशनच्या मेथड कोणत्या, त्या आपण आत्ता पाहणार आहोत, आणि त्यालाच आपण ग्रीन एनर्जी असं म्हणूया. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेशन फ्रॉम वॉटर, wind, sunlight and biofuel are the example of such method. Use of these sources does not cause environmental pollution. Hence, they are eco-friendly. Hence, if the electricity is generated by using water, wind, sunlight or biofuel, then it is called green energy. So now we are going to learn such green energy power plant, and the first is electricity generation from water, and that is called hydroelectric power plant. In hydroelectric power plant, the potential energy in water stored in dam is converted into kinetic energy of water. Fast flowing water rotates the turbine at the bottom of the dam, and this turbine rotate the generators and electricity is produced by the method of or principle of electromagnetic induction. Since no fuel is burnt in hydroelectric power plant, there is no air pollution. If sufficient water is available in the dam, then we can produce electricity anytime, which leads to uninterrupted power generation. Now we will learn about electricity generation by using wind energy. The machine which convert kinetic energy of wind to electric energy is called wind turbine. As the wind strike the blades of turbine, it start rotating. As the axle of turbine is connected to electric generator through a gearbox, the generator starts and electricity is produced. Wind velocity is usually high on the seashore, which is appropriate for moving wind turbine. Wind energy is a clean source of energy. Now we are going to learn electricity generation by using solar energy. Electricity can be generated directly from the solar energy without using generator or by using the principle of electromagnetic induction. And it is possible in solar photovoltaic cell. This cell converts solar energy into electrical energy. The generated energy is in the form of DC current. These solar cells are made up of special type of material called semiconductor which contains silicon. Its dimension is about 1 centimeter square and it generates the current of about 30 milliampere and the potential difference is about 0.5 volt. It means if the silicon solar cell is of 100 centimeter square dimension, then it will generate a current of 3 ampere. Potential difference is same, that is 0.5 volt, because potential difference is independent of its area. If the two solar cells are connected in series, then its current is same, but the potential difference is different. If the two solar cells are connected in parallel, then its voltage is same, but the current is different. So in this way, by connecting many solar cell in series and in parallel, the solar panel is generated. We can obtain required current and potential difference. If 36 solar cells are connected in series of size 100 centimeter square, it gives current 3 ampere and potential difference 18 volt. Many such panels are connected together to generate electricity on a large scale. Thus, solar cell is the basic unit in the solar electric plant. And many cells come together and form a solar panel. Many solar panels which are connected in series form a solar string, and many solar strings connected in parallel form a solar array. As the energy available from the solar cell is in the form of DC, most of the equipment which we are using in our house require AC power, so that this DC solar power it must be converted into AC power to run the electric devices in our house with the help of inverter. But some equipment like electric light based on the light emitting diodes, the energy can be directly used in the form of DC. So remember student, many solar panel can be connected together to generate whatever energy we need. The DC power generated from this panel is first converted into AC power. Hence, the electricity is generated without any fuel combustion. So, there is no air pollution. But the energy sun is available only in daytime. So, solar energy works only in daytime. In the second method, the energy from the sun is first converted into thermal energy first, and then the turbine generator system is used to drive the thermal energy used to generate the electricity. म्हणजेच सूर्याच्या उष्णतेने आधी पाणी तापवून त्याची वाफ केली जाते आणि ह्या वाफेचा वापर करून टर्बाईन रोटेट करून जनरेटरद्वारे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी तयार केली जाते. In this method, many reflector reflect and concentrate the solar radiation on the absorber, which heat the water and convert it into steam, and this heat energy from the steam is generated to drive the turbines and generator. So the electricity obtained from the solar energy is a green energy.